What's up, America? Israel, Hosea. This is, excuse me. How you doing, America? Israel, Ishmael. There's a more Hosea, the real. Uh, Coming at you about what I saw. Got a brother right here. I don't know if he likes to be want the world to see him. You know me. I never wanted the world to see me. I don't want to look at you, and I damn sure don't want you to look at me. But since this is what's in my destiny, we should admit. So you don't mind being on camera, or you want to say hello to America?
No, I don't even do that.
You all right?
Yeah, you go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah. Well, now we're just chopping it up. So
Yeah.
we're just it's just video of color. What I'm doing is a thing called black ink.
Yeah.
And black ink is it takes a a moment,
Yeah.
and we capture it as if it was holy or unholy.
Yeah.
And it's up to the people or the person or the group that is chatting as like you and I now
Yeah.
to either make this moment holy or unholy. Yeah, because it's a moment,
Okay.
you know. And so when I sit back and count the moments that I have with individual people, like now I can go over there and holler at him and say, "Hi, how you doing?"
Yeah.
But what type of moment is that?
Yeah.
Is that a moment for myself? Is that a moment for him? Or is it a selfish moment? Like, look at me.
That's
Yeah.
a moment.
Yeah, those right.
You somebody else, but you know, when you do similar things like that, it just seems like it's just for you and that person. Yeah.
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 So like I said, we sit here in America, and same thing I was doing in on the west, I'm doing it on the east, even in my own city. Even what they say, even a prophet is not welcome in his own city.
He over there.
So back to the thing. Sorry for the flip flop. I ain't even start smoking yet, so can't blame it on the weed. So here we go. But yeah, what I saw, right, it was a bunch of water. But I didn't see, per se, the water on the outside. But I was in a circle, in a sphere type thing made of wood. I believe it was wood. But what made me know that it was wood because it had beams, wooden beams, as the frame, as the skeletal frame. I could see it. And he said, well, how did you know it was skeletal frame? Because I seen the water pressure buckle the beams, the wooden beams, just sort of buckling. And so as I observed the space that I was in, I noticed there was 4 childlike spirits or souls, but they didn't have a face, but they had a shadow or an orb or you just knew they were children. You just knew. I just knew it was children.
Yeah.
And so more water started coming in, and so I told him, I said, well, don't fear, I got you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I got you. If the Most High, I said, if the Most High is with me, I'll go out this door, and there won't be no more water. And so as I started going through the door, the beams, some more water started coming in through the beams, through the seams and stuff. Boom. And so I opened the door, and I can feel the concern, but I had to trust. I had to trust, but yet there was a concern about this water taking me in. You know what I mean? Really, I'm being honest with you because I can feel the emotion right now as I share it with you.
Yeah.
Really, I can really feel it. And so as I'm opening up the door, there was no water. Like, that moment of reckoning, like, oh, you know what I mean? That moment, like, let's do it. I don't know what you call that, but it was like, okay, do it. Boom! I opened the door, and it was like this, like the sunny day. The sun, and it was green, and it was pristine. But I didn't acknowledge that first. When I walked up the steps, right? And I wonder how many steps there were. I think there was about 12 steps. Yeah, there was 12 steps. 1, 2. Yeah, there was 12 steps. So I walked up these 12 steps, and I got to the top, and I looked up, and I thanked the Most High first. For giving me that strength to trust Him. Because the kids would have seen him as a failure. You know what I mean? And so I told the kids, come on out. And so they was glad to run up the steps with me. Oh man, it was wonderful.
Hmm.
Seriously, man, it was wonderful, man. And then, but in the backdrop, like with these trees right here, there was two mountains, but they were dark blue mountains, like there was just like a fog mountain type. It was in the mist, but in between them was the head of the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
That was profound to me, because I looked at it and in my soul, I said, "Oh my goodness, America's gonna fall." All of America.
No, that's not saying.
Well,
that's saying like that's remember 12 steps is like 12 steps to faith. And
well,
I
didn't finish. I didn't finish it yet. I didn't finish. Okay. And so, as I turned my gaze from that, I seen a young baby eagle. I thought it was a vulture because he was real fuzzy and gray. But now it's come to me as a baby eagle. And I looked at him and he looked at me. And I was like, okay. And then the kids was up. And so when I turned my back to the kids and looked at the rest of the scenery, it was so crisp. It was fresh vegetation. I mean, it was so green, fresh moss. I mean, it was so green, and the sky was just so blue, and everything was what it was supposed to be if you pictured it. You know what I mean? Red didn't mean Auburn. You know what I mean? White didn't mean bone. You know what I mean? Green didn't mean lime. It was what it was, and so will it be. And then as I looked down to the water, it was so crispy clear that I couldn't even see my face, even though I knew what my face looked like in it. And then when I looked in it and I pierced in it, I mean, I could see everything on the rocks. I mean, it was like looking through a magnifying glass. And if glass itself could see itself in the water, it was so clear that glass would shatter by its very own nature. You could not reflect this, man. Yeah, I'm animated about that. Truth, man. And so, for the sake of the kids, I said I'll come back down to earth to this one, because I had a choice. I did. I had a choice. I had a choice to stay there or come back. Yeah. Yep. I said, let thy will be done, Father. At least I know where I can go. Yep. That's the truth, America. The head of statue literally is going to fall. 13 points. It's sun god. All this devil worshiping and all these things that make you go up and down the Statue of Liberty and the base that she sits on. It's all going away.
Nightfall.
It's been revealed to me. It is going to fall.
But we'll still rise. Because
Definitely. That's what 12 steps is for.
Because we're not based on a statue. We're based on the heart and the faith.
Part 2 coming up.
Yeah.
To download.